Hello traders, welcome back to the channel. Hope you are all doing great. So I'm posting this video. Our objective of this video is not to show off, but to tell you what is the taxation in this country, what is the taxation law in this country. And if you know the taxation, you can reduce the price of the car by 30 to 50%. So that's what we are going to talk in this video. This is again, I'm saying this is not a show off. This is just to illustrate, or this is just to show you how this car is going to cost me around 30%, or how I bought this car, how I bought this car for 30% lower rate than the on-road price, or how it is going to cost me 30% lower is what we are going to see in this video. So make sure to stream this video fully. Now, first let me tell you that there are many components when it comes to buying a car. Let's say showroom price, then on-road price, then insurance, then accessories, then warranty, on-road assistance, so on and so forth. So there are lots of things when it comes to buying a car. Now you have to remember, before going into the content or before telling you how this car is going to cost me 30% less, let me tell you, this car is not in my name. Okay. I have a company and I have a registered company, and this car is on the company's name, and the loan for this car, obviously this car costed me around 17 lakhs. I'm not going to pay cash and buy this car, right? I'm going to go for loan, right? And the loan for this car is also on the company's name, right? So why we have to go for the company's name instead of buying a car in individual name? There are lots of tax benefits when you buy a car in your company's name. Let me tell you, let me explain you one by one, right? First, the pricing of this car. Now, this car is costing me, on-road price of this car is around, let's say, tentatively around 18 lakhs, right? So, if you see the car, the actual cost of manufacturing this car plus dealer's profit is going to be around somewhere 9 to 9.25 lakhs, okay? On that 9.25 lakhs, we will have to pay a GST compensation cess of around 22%, okay? Which works out to be around, if you do the max, it's going to be around 1,98,000, or let's say 2 lakh, okay? Then on top of that, you have to pay a 28% GST. That is 14% is central CGST and 14% is SGST, okay? So total combined 28%. Plus, you will have to pay TCS. What is TCS? Tax collected at source is called TCS. Okay. So, combined all this, you will get a figure of around 13.5 lakhs or 13.75 lakhs is the ex-showroom price of this car. Okay. Now, since I am a business owner, since I am a registered company, I have a registered company, and this car is registered in my company, I can claim, if you know the GST law 16 to 17, you can claim the GST, which is 28% GST on this car, ITC. What is ITC? Input tax credit. You can collect on this, you can claim on this car. But there is a law where that, if you know the GST law, I think it is 16 to 21 and 17.5. says that if this car is less than the passenger capacity of this car is less than 13, you cannot claim GST, you cannot claim ITC, input tax credit, which means what they are in layman terms. If you want to, if I have to tell you, either you have to be a supplier, a dealer, or you have to run a rental taxi business, or you will have to have a driving school. In these three scenarios only, you have to register this business, Pakka registration. Then only you will be able to claim ITC, right? Otherwise, you will not be able to claim ITC, right? So you forget, since we are into some other, we are a fintech company, we are not into a car rental business, or we are not into driving institute, we cannot claim this 28% GST, right? Anyway, even if you are registered as a driving school, or even if you are registered as a rental company, you cannot claim the GST compensation cess of around 22%. That is, you have to pay. But if you are a car rental company, or if you are a driving school company, you can claim this 28% if you are registered, and if you are paying Pakka GST, everything, all you can claim, right? Since we are a fintech company, we cannot claim this 28% GST and 22% compensation cess also we cannot claim. But what I can claim is TCS, tax collected at source. Let's say when I go for filing, okay, when I go for filing, income tax filing, I will deduct this 1% TCS. How much is a TCS? TCS is 1% of the ex-showroom price, which works out to be around 13,500, or let's say 14,000. 14,000 I don't have to pay because I have already paid in advance, means I don't have to pay when I am going for filing. That one way I am reducing the cost of the car. Now, let us say, let's come to the second part. Now, if I buy this car, I have to put accessories, I have to go for insurance, I have to go for other things, and everything is costing me, right? So all these are built in my company's name with GST. When I am claiming ITC, I will claim all the GST for this company. Let's say I have accessories, I have put a seat cover, I have done some accessories in this car, I have bought an infotainment system, something like that. So everything comes under GST and everything is built in my company's name, and I will claim all the GST. If you are an individual, you cannot do all these things, right? Since I am a company, I will claim all the GST on this, right? So this is the second part, right? Now, after this ex-showroom price, you have to note after this 13,900, which is including cost of manufacturing this car, dealership profit, then GST compensation cess, which is 22%, then GST, which is 28%. Apart from this, you will have to shell out around 2.25 lakhs, which is going to be the RTO charges in your particular state. Since this car is registered in Tamil Nadu, I have to pay around 15% of total ex-showroom price, which works out to be around how much? Maybe 2.5 lakhs. Since it is more than 10 lakhs, I have to pay 15%. If it is less than 10 lakhs, I have to pay only 10%. Since this car is more than 10 lakhs, I will have to pay 15%. That you cannot do anything. Now, I can claim TCS, I can claim GST on insurance, I can claim GST on FASTag, I can claim GST on accessories, I can claim GST on services, I can claim a GST on whatsoever accident, if there is any minor repair or major repair or A to Z, I can claim all the GST. So if you calculate the GST alone, I will save a hell lot of money, right? Now, this is the first part. I told you the part of buying this car. Now, let us assume, since this car is in my company's name and the loan is also in my company's name, when I pay loan, I will show that as an expense. Interest, there is interest in the loan. I will show that as an expense. Okay, every year I will show that as an expense. See, even though I am using this car for my personal use, this is not for official use. I'm not going to give to my staff, right? But I'm using it for my personal use. I will show this interest paid or EMI paid as an expenses. So what will happen is end of the year, my taxes will be less because I will show all this as expenses. Now, let's assume apart from this paying interest, apart from all the service charges as showing as interest, showing as expenses, and all these things showing as expenses and GST. Every year I will go and depreciate this car, right? Let's say for example, I pay a 10 lakh rupees income, right? Every year I'll have to pay a 10 lakh rupees. Let's say 10 lakh I'm earning, 15 lakhs I am earning, and I have to pay a tax of around 30%, right? Now, what I will do is when going for filing, I will depreciate this car by maybe 20% or maybe even 30% or whatsoever. So, what will I do? Let's say I make a 10 lakh rupees income and I have to pay a 3 lakh profit. Let's say you include all the cess and all the Swachh Bharat says that this everything you add, it will work out to be it will come out around 32%, right? In this 32%, I will depreciate this car by maybe 20% or 25%, and I will deduct that and I will pay the charge. So TCS I don't have to pay first year. Then I will deduct this car. I will show a depreciation of maybe 50,000, 60,000. So I will deduct that also. So instead of paying 3 lakh rupees income tax, I will pay maybe around 2 lakh or 2.5 lakh rupees plus the cost of running cost of this car. I will show as expenses. The loan also I will show as expenses. Interest paid also I will show as expenses. So everything I will show as expenses, even though I'm using this car for my personal use. So at the end of, if you calculate at the end of 5 years or at the end of 6 years, this car is going to cost me more than less than 30% or 35% than what normal people is going to buy this car, right? That's why you can see people, big YouTubers or big influencer buying car at their company name. They don't buy it on their individual name. So this is the benefit of buying the car in your company's name. So I hope I have summarized everything. Don't think I am trying to show off. I just want to let you know how buying a car in the company name is going to save you hell lot of money. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in yet another video. Till then, take care. Bye.